Hi there, welcome to my video. I'm very happy that you all made it. As you can see on the background, this one is all going to be about resin and the resin farm with the creaking and the creaking heart. I only started this world a couple of days ago, so I don't have anything. Not much iron, no redstone, so I need to collect everything first. I'm also going to take you to the Pale Garden and show you how to collect some resin. I've never been to the Pale Garden before, so I'm quite curious how it's going to look over there. And after collecting all the materials, I'm going to build the farm in the survival mode. So join me on this episode and don't forget to hit that like or subscribe button. Let's jump right in my world. Welcome to my humble hideout, where I have a little help from my buddy. He's going to collect all the ores what we need and make sure that everything gets melted and ready to build the farm. So you see behind me I already put down a few furnaces to smelt a little bit of iron, because as you can see I'm only wearing a chest plate of iron and I don't really trust it to go without any protection to the Pale Garden. Like this I feel much safer. I really don't know in which direction the Pale Garden would be, but I'm heading into the sunrise. Maybe I need to walk all the way around and come back, but we will see. So in the end I did shorten my travel a little bit by cutting it out in the video because it was quite a bit of walking. But here we are. My first view of the Pale Garden, and man, it looks really different. So the first thing what we're going to do over here is we're going to put down a lot of torches. We really want to light up this area because it is really difficult to fight and the creaking and all the mobs which are going to spawn during the night. And here and there you also see these white little flowers, which during the day they are closed and during the night they are open. The eye blossom it is called. I think for now I put down enough torches. And because I don't have any enchantments, I do have to collect first also the pale oak wood in order to create the creaking heart. Besides that, we need the pale logs also to create the farm, of course. But anyway, we will also collect a few saplings so we can always replant the trees and grow some more wood. Also something new is the pale hanging moss. But in order to collect this one, you really need shears, and I just don't have enough iron for this. What I can collect is moss carpets and moss blocks, and with some bone meal you can always create more. So let's collect a few more, and after that we just have to wait until it gets dark. Now the sun is getting lower on the horizons. I really hope that we can find a creaking in this garden. Now let's get in here during the night. I am really curious. It is very silent when you walk in all of a sudden. No more sound. You hear? No more music. That's it. And then I am very careful because I just don't know where they are. For my feeling they can be behind every corner, every tree. There was one. And because I'm looking at it, it will not move anymore. The moment you turn away, it will start following you and then it will try to kill you by hitting you. So now I'm just start hitting it, and you see those particles? They create the resin on the tree where the heart is located. But I'm not interested in the heart at the moment, only the resin. So what you can do is just hit it for the whole night. At a certain point you can also just go back to your bed, sleep for the rest of the night, and collect the resin in the morning when it is daylight and no other mobs will spawn. I will speed things up a little bit and then we will see in the morning how much resin we can collect from the tree. Also I will change a little bit to a torch because it doesn't make sense to use your sword, because you only get damage on your sword. You don't do any damage to the creaking. So I didn't continue the whole night. I went a little bit to bed, returned to the tree, and here it is. All the resin attached to the tree. Let's just take it off, collect everything, and let's see how much we get from it. I would want to get at least 27 resins in order to create 3 creaking hearts for my farm, so I have to continue for the next night. I'm going to find another creaking and collect enough resin so by tomorrow morning we can create 3 creaking hearts. Now after collecting all the resin from the second night, let's see how much we get. Oh wow, that's 42 resin clumps, more than enough. I'm going to put everything in my inventory and let's head back to our hideout. Now that we are back, I'm going to show you how to create the creaking heart. First of all, you need to create the block of resin. After this, the creaking heart is created with 2 logs and 1 block of resin in between. Now let's put all the materials we need for the farm in our inventory. Let me show you all the stuff what I'm going to take with me. So I'm going to take some pale logs, of course, birch because I think it's a nice combination, glass, some stone, cobblestone, of course 3 creaking hearts, that's enough for this farm, 11 pistons, 12 repeaters, 14 hoppers, 52 redstone torches and some redstone dust. What I forgot to add is 1 bucket of water, 3 trapdoors, 3 signs and 3 pressure plates. I found a very nice spot very close to the spawn area, so let's get over there and I will show you how it's going to be built. So this is what I mean. Nice at the coast, flat area, and I really think this will be a perfect spot. And because I only have early game redstone stuff available to me, I'm going to show you how to make an easy clock using only redstone repeaters. So what you do, you place a couple like this, put them on the maximum time. That will give them the longest tick delay, and in total I'm going to place 6 in a row and then 6 backwards. Place at the ends a little bit of redstone dust in order to create the circuit, and later I'm going to show you how to turn on and off this circuit in order to activate or deactivate the farm. I will build the farm off camera and then I'm coming back to you so you can have a view how it looks. And there we have it. This is what I created. So it's going to be a little bit in the air, and simply this is because I don't know if there is a building restriction for the creaking to spawn on the ground, so that's why I built it quite high. I copied this world also into a creative one, so let us switch to the creative world and I can fly around a little bit and explain exactly how this farm is working. So as you see, every whole block has been slabbed off with a bottom slab, in order for the creaking not to spawn on these areas. The creaking will spawn over there on a platform close to the glass. Then when you turn away, it will walk towards you and fall into the water stream, and from the water stream it will go over the pistons, and then you see it will hit the pressure plate, pushing the pistons up, and from here the other creakings will be forced another way. And because of this, we want the creakings to become separated, because unlike Java we don't have sweeping edge. So we need to get the creaking separately in order to hit them, in order to get the most resin from this farm. To show you a little bit how this clock is working, so when I destroy one of the redstone dust, then the clock finally will stop, because it will stop running. Now if you place a torch, a redstone torch, and destroy it, you give a small signal which makes the clock to run. You can also get a double signal if you put it another time, and that just makes the pistons to move 2 times. Breaking the redstone will stop the clock again. For now I don't have a different solution. Maybe in the future I can make something with daylight sensor or nighttime sensors to turn it on and off. Now as you see, every time that the signal passes, the torches will go on and off, alternatively going up, and over there they will activate or deactivate the pistons. And that is basically how this farm is working. Pretty easy, right? So I built the spawn platform for the creaking like 30 blocks in the air. I see I forgot to put a slab on top of my ladder. I will fix that later. Now let's have a look at how the collection system is working. Each time when the pistons are being activated, the resin will fall in a bunch of hoppers which are being collected in a central chest. So here you can see from the bottom how I connected all the hoppers to each other. The torch which you can see which goes on and off is not really the last one. The last one is in fact in between the 4 pistons in the bottom, and that one will activate all 4 pistons at the same time. Make sure that you place your creaking heart in the correct way in between the logs, because otherwise it will not be active. You can see it when it becomes orange. If it's not active, no creaking will spawn, so pay extra attention to that one. On top of the bottom torch I placed an extra log, and this is just so that resin cannot fall in between the 4 bottom pistons. But of course, I'm pretty sure that by now you guys are so curious how good this farm is working, so let's switch back to survival mode, wait until it is night and hit some creakings. Now it is just waiting on this little platform for the sun to set. And after the sun is setting, then you will see that one by one the creaking will spawn. And there we have the first one. And you see, it's on the pressure plate and the piston is up. And that is 2 and 3. And you see how they are divided? And now it is just a matter of the whole night hitting them one by one. And every time when you don't see the particles anymore, you can hit them again. And I will speed things up a little bit and keep hitting them until it is morning, and then after that we are going to walk to the chest to see how it is. So when it is morning at a certain point, they will just despawn. And that is when the sun is getting too bright. And there they go. And like this, you have a pretty easy resin farm early game without any special redstone materials. I hope you like the build, and I hope that you can also use it in your world. But now, of course, first, let's go and check out what we get, because I'm very curious. Oh wow, that is like 10 stacks of resin clumps. Well, dear viewers, thank you for watching. I certainly hope that you enjoyed with what I made. And let me know in the comments if you want to see more of my builds. Maybe you have some ideas of other farms what I should make in this world. I'm up to everything. But remember, this is still early game. Say it one more time. Please leave a like or subscribe. It would really help my channel. Thank you very much. Bye for now.